Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to have a little chat and do this very casual video and kind of talk to you a little bit about mental health and productivity. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how I stay very productive while also taking care of my mental health. And I think it's a little bit more challenging working from home as well, when you have all these other aspects that you kind of need to balance. Now that the kids are out of school, it's kind of like being on COVID again, where the kids are home all day and you're trying to work from home and just doing a million things at once. I do try to stay very close to my routine and what works for me, and so I'm gonna show you some tips that I have and basically how I manage my day and how I take care of my mental health as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video. One of the very important aspects of being productive is feeling well, of course. If you don't feel your best, sometimes you're just gonna lag and feel irritated. So one of the things that I do to stay my best is getting ready in the morning. So even if you're working from home, or if you're having a weekend that you just want to be productive, even if you're gonna clean the house, just kind of change your clothes, put something that makes you feel active, maybe do a little bit of makeup. I always do a little bit of makeup. I do have a video on my 5-minute makeup routine, because working from home for me doesn't mean that I get to be in pajamas all day. I am constantly on calls, video calls, Zoom meetings, so I'm always ready. Plus I feel like fixing myself a little bit makes me feel awake and makes me feel like I'm being productive already. Another thing that I always do in the morning is make my bed. It just takes 2 minutes to get your bed ready. It makes your whole room feel clean. I open the windows, I get some fresh air, especially now that the weather is so beautiful and so nice. And that is also going to help you to be productive, not jump back into bed. So another thing that I'm always making sure to stay on top of is my water intake. I noticed when I started working from home after COVID, I wasn't consuming the same amount of water that I was as I was in the office, because in the office I always kept count on how much water I drink before my lunch break and how much water I drink before I go home, and always make sure I refill my water bottle before driving back home. And all of that kind of went away when I was working from home more. Now I always make sure to drink a lot of water, and I highly suggest that you have a water bottle with you, because it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of count your water intake. For example, I'm using this water bottle. This keeps your water cold all day, and it's a 32 ounce of water. So I always make sure to drink at least 3 of these during the day. Drinking water just keeps my body fresh and active instead of drinking coffee after coffee after coffee. I kind of reduce my coffee day, maybe 2 a day on the weekend when I want to stay up late and craft. But for the most part, it's my morning coffee and then water all day. Another thing that also helps me stay active is doing a little bit of exercise in the morning. Now that the girls are out of school, I feel like I have a little bit more of free time in the morning, so I try to do a little bit of like a 5-minute yoga in the morning before I get ready for work, or I jump into my stationary bike and I do 10 minutes as I'm waiting for my coffee to be brewed. And so that just brings your energy levels up, and it's just such a difference from going to waking up, getting coffee and jumping to the computer. It goes from waking up, I'm stretching, I'm doing 10 minutes of bike, and then having my coffee, and it just makes your whole body feel awake, and in general you just have more energy and are ready for the day. So those are the things that I do before I even jump in the computer, and I'm already feeling good about myself. Another thing that always helps me stay productive is having a planner. Having a planner sometimes might seem like a difficult task, because you have to go and fill it and keep up with it. But honestly, you don't have to have a planner and embellish it and decorate it. You just need a planner to stay on focus and write down your goals for the day, your goals for the week. And I am a very visual person, so I always need to see in front of me my tasks task. And I have different planners. I have a planner for my work, I have a planner for my crafty channel, I have a planner for my digital magazine. In that place where you can visually see the things that you have accomplished and you have check mark what you did, it's just going to motivate you so much more to continue to the next task and so on. So I love having planners, and you don't have to like over embellish or dedicate so much time making it so pretty and perfect. You can just make yourself some lists to do, create some goals, some expectations for yourself, and also know that hey, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. It's no big deal. It's for you to keep track of the things that you want to do and kind of have a clear goal, a clear set of mind, whatever it is that you are doing. So for example, I have my work planner where I keep in there all my tasks and things that I need to do, what pending items I have. So I have all of that in one place, and it's really easy to go in the morning and see what are the things that I am projecting myself to do today. The same way I have like my craft planner, and I kind of do, you know, the projects that I want to do this week, and kind of set myself a little goal of realistically what things I can accomplish. And again, if you can accomplish them or if you can finish it, so you just move them to the next week and so on. I also have my personal planner where I'm keeping track of some projects around the house and things that I am doing with the girls, and just kind of like long-term plans for my life and so on. And so I just think it's so important to kind of have a mindset and a goal and a place to go and check the tasks that you accomplish during the day, during the week, during the month. A place where you have a clear path of where you're going, what is the end result, what you want to accomplish. So I think that's really important, and also keeping all of that somewhere and not having it jumping and bouncing in your brain. Everything is in your planner so your brain can relax. The thing that helps me stay productive is doing time blocks. So once I have my list of things I want to do today or I need to accomplish today, let's say for work, I go ahead and set myself some time blocks. So for example, I said I'm going to dedicate this 1 hour doing this task, and for this 1 hour I'm not going to be interrupted. Sometimes I even block my calendar and I put in there, you know, what I'm working on, so I don't get phone calls or some last minute meetings that are not, you know, like nothing important, of course. So I kind of block myself to dedicate to this task for that 1 hour, and at the same time I make sure that I am not checking any social media. I try to put my phone away and I just concentrate for that 1 hour. And it doesn't have to be a 1 hour block, it could be a 30-minute block, and then you take little breaks in between. For example, I set myself to do this task, and then after that I take a 10-minute break. That 1 hour of concentration, you will see how much you will get done just on that 1 hour. If you have your kids working from home, kind of like in the same way as when you have a meeting, just kind of have that same set of mind. I tell my kids I'm going to be working on this for an hour, and you know, please try not to come and knock on my door or interrupt, because my kids will come and just sit down and hang out with me, which I love. But when I need to concentrate, I just need to be mindful of here's where my brain is, and I need to be doing this. Time block is so important to train your brain that you're concentrating for this period of time, and then you're gonna have a little reward, and your reward is going to be your 10-minute break. Either I go sit outside and read my book, or I maybe go sit on the couch and do a little bit of social media. Now, if you don't have control with your social media, I highly recommend that you set up timers. The same way that you set up your 1 hour timer to concentrate on work, set up a 5-minute timer. Another thing that I try to do and write down how I'm feeling. If I'm having a really hard day, I will write about it, and maybe just list the things that are stressing you out and why are you feeling this way, and just kind of put it out there in the universe. Like sometimes we just keep it all in, but if you put it on a list and just write down, okay, today I was upset because of this, or I'm stressed because this needs to be done, and so just write down how you're feeling You don't need to have a journal. You can just put it on a piece of paper. Maybe you don't want to look at it later and just get rid of it. No, it doesn't have to be nothing beautiful or fancy. And so just make a list of the things that are making you not feel your best, because we humans tend to feel we tend to be negative more than positive. So pull all those negative feelings on a piece of paper and then look at it and be like, how can I solve this? And then sometimes maybe just writing it down, you realize how maybe non-important that was, how maybe you were basically worried about nothing, or realize that, you know what, this can actually be done later. And so now it's out of your brain and on this piece of paper that you can come back to later and worry about that at a later day. And if it's something like, for example, how we know why I'm feeling so negative today, maybe look at it, and once you see it on that piece of paper, you can probably take actions on how you can make that change. And don't let those affect your whole day. Maybe just kind of try to fix it within the same day, so the remainder of your day can be more positive and more productive as well. So knowing why we do the things we do is very important. Like, for example, having a little gratitude moment, just saying to yourself, why I work so hard. Like, I can see that my kids are living a happy life, they're healthy, they're taken care of, and I can provide that for them. That gives me joy and satisfaction and motivation to continue to work hard for them. You know, just kind of have that in your mind, or write it on a gratitude journal. I recently started filling a gratitude journal as well. That was something that I was doing before, and I kind of just fell off my track, but I have felt how different I feel now that I started it again, because I can see how my mental health has been improving. I was in a really dark place a couple months ago, and I realized that maybe I was doing too much and not having a minute to sit down and be grateful and appreciate and realize why we work so hard. Making money at the end of the day is not the end result. It's also having a beautiful quality life, time with your kids, time to spend together, time for yourself. That is so important as well. So overall, I think that living a productive life gives you so much reward in terms of, like, yes, I'm accomplishing something, I'm working towards my goals, I am moving myself forward. At the same time, maintain a good relationship with my mental health and keep a nice balance between the two. And the reason why I create my task and I'm very goal oriented and list oriented is because that I realize it frees my time so much to do other things that I want to do. For example, now I have time to enjoy the rest of the afternoon with my girls because I know that I was able to accomplish my goals for the day, or I was able to project what my week is gonna look like. And so I really do appreciate having all this free time where I can just disconnect, and also have the time where I know this is my productivity time and these are the things that I'm going to do. So that time of productivity is not going to steal time that I want to spend with my family, with my girls, or even to enjoy, some time to myself as well. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to give you some tips on maybe help you how to balance life and work a little bit more. And if you have any tips for me, I would love to hear them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.